Yeah, it's the Weege show from actual Thunder Valley. I think we're gonna get some thunder in that valley right there. Hey, good job on camera one today. Shooting them holies. Yeah, Jason Wegandt here. This is all brought to you by Race Tech and their Gold Valves Plusher, better bottoming resistance, more traction, made and engineered in the USA. This wind has turned crazy. We thought it was gonna be a super hot day. Weather-wise, it's actually quite cool now. The weather comes in, but it's time for the old cliche. It was certainly hot on the racetrack. Although, a sobering thought going into this weekend off, as we get to High Point round 3 on June 19th, Father's Day weekend. Get your tickets now. The hashtag deep field in the 450 class, you are seeing it early in the motos. Early in the motos, these races are absolutely phenomenal. You've got 10, 12 guys slugging it out. You can barely even keep up with who's passing whom. But at the end of the races, we are already seeing a pattern develop. I do not think that anyone thought the developing pattern would be Ken Roczen versus Dylan Ferrandis, two riders who are really not very familiar with each other. I mean, Roczen's been in the 450 class since 2014. Ferrandis only joined the class this year. There's virtually no history between these two, but they have been the best of the 450 class in the early goings. And Roczen dominated the proceedings today. He won Moto 2 by a long ways. It was a great battle between he, Ferrandis, and Cianciarulo in Moto number 1, but eventually they distanced themselves from Cianciarulo, and he was a pretty far ways ahead of everyone else. Roczen got away at the start of Moto 1. He's so good in the early laps. Thunder Valley's about to produce some thunder. But Ferrandis was 9th early on, and he pulled through that hashtag deep field to get all the way to 2nd. Now, we do have a weekend off, and there occasionally are signs of riders that were really not good in the first couple races, truly getting better as we go back east with the time off. Maybe someone can turn it around, but if you're Eli Tomac, if you're Cooper Webb, if you're Marvin Musquin, those guys are struggling right now to even put together top 10s. Like, they're barely holding on top 10s or not even getting there. I think Zach Osborne rejacked his back today. I do not know how bad it is, but he was looking really strong in the first moto for a while, and then he went backwards. I think he had a crash, and we don't know what Osborne's condition is going to be going forward. I'm sure he'll still be in there fighting for it, but these guys are going to have to turn it around quickly, because we're already starting to see a couple guys establish themselves. Now, Cianciarulo, that was a nice rebound for him today to get in the overall podium. He showed the speed that he normally has, and the speed he had last week, but he didn't have the endurance to hang on. He says he's just got to work on the race fitness. But it is very interesting that Roczen, who said he would not be good at the beginning of the year, has been very good. Sorry, I got a whole bunch of this dust in my eyes. And Ferrandis, who is just a rookie, okay? So you never know what he's going to get in the 450 class. He was good in Supercross, but not this level. It is amazing how much he has stepped up. Now, I got to go shoot the best post show ever for Racer X, and I'll be back with part 2 of the Weege show, which means more editing that I have to do on my part. Okay, we're back. It is tent teardown time now. I've done like 7 other post-race shows, so the Weege show here will continue. Where was I? So a quick breakaway early in the season by Dylan Ferrandis and Ken Roczen, this exact inverse in the results. I don't think anyone expected to see all of them. Like, maybe one rider would have a slow start to the season between Osborne, Musquin, Webb, and Tomac, but all 4 of them have had slow starts to the season. Now, I got to talk to Roger DeCoster at the beginning of the day, and I said, have you made changes as far as Webb and Musquin are concerned? And he's like, yeah, we changed the balance of the bike. They felt that the forks were too soft at the opener. And of course, in the classic blunt Roger, hey, you're a superstar. You were on the show yesterday. In the classic Roger DeCoster blunt fashion, he's like, but they picked those settings. So they felt the bikes would be better today. It really wasn't any better for Webb and Musquin. And then Eli Tomac, he told us in the pre-race show that it would be better. They were going back to old settings after trying some stuff at round 1. It wasn't any better. And remember, this is obviously a track that has some advantages for Tomac. Not a track that he rides all the time, but he won here last year. He's obviously got an advantage in elevation, and he's got the home state fans on his side. No progress really for any of those 3. And Osborne looked like he was set for a breakthrough. He was riding very well early in the first moto, but like I said, the back. So this is a really strange situation to be watching this inverse, and you don't want to make grand statements. You don't want to make grand statements about things have changed and things like that early in the season. You ready for your interview? No. You are never ready for your interview. Suspension guys never talk on the record.
As long as you don't fall asleep.
Bro, so these are long days. These are long days.
Just don't fall asleep on me.
All right, Shanti, are we good? Is it like, is this progress today? Adam got on the podium. Is that progress? You'll take it. So you're not like, hey, we could have won one last week, and if we don't won one now, we're not happy.
No. Come on.
All right. Dude, but he had speed last week.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I mean, Kenny had speed today.
Kenny had speed today, there's no doubt. You know what would be good? Not losing the front. That would help.
He told me.
I'm just gonna give some free advice.
In the second moto.
Yeah.
That really hurt him.
Yes, that's just a little free advice. If you didn't tuck the front, it would have been better.
Way better.
Okay, that's what I'm here for. Good luck, sir. Man, it is getting windy here. My audio is probably jacked on this show. Sorry, everybody. There's a thunder coming in. How many times am I gonna say that? In the 250 class, let's be real. I mentioned in the pre-show that it was Chet Lawrence and Justin Cooper and Jeremy Martin on the podium at the opener, and that really didn't surprise anyone. Yes, there are other riders that can get in the mix and are expected to, like Hunter Lawrence, maybe Nichols coming off of Supercross. Yeah. Weege show. Whoa. Hey, I remember. This is so weird. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, the river.
This is the way we do it.
Yeah.
Look, this is so weird. I don't know if you know who this guy is, but there was a rider with a pretty solid 2-digit number who I don't know, he's like 58 or something. Who is this guy? You've never heard of him? You're back. Jacob Hayes is back. Yeah. Jacob Hayes is back. Outdoor specialist, I know.
Yeah.
Did you just save yourself?
MX only contract.
Okay, so forget the arena cross days.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Like, which leg did you destroy? Oh my God, Jacob Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh, so how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Really?
Altitude was tough on me today.
Yeah.
But I feel pretty good. Fell the first moto and came back to 20th. Scored a point.
Did you get a point?
Scored a point at
Trying to
Paula.
keep that 58 looking good?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But we just got win from Jeff Walker. We might do all the rounds.
You didn't have a plan?
No, I was just going to do the West Coast ones like
Washougal
and then Paula and stuff.
So what are you working out with Jeff?
Gonna ride his bike but bring my suspension.
What is he gonna ride?
He's 250. I'd be 450.
Oh, you're gonna make like a pseudo team out of this?
Yes.
Well, you got Super Agent Andrew Squirtle involved in any of this, or are you on your own?
We keep him informed.
Okay.
But he makes small decisions here and there.
Okay, so he's still involved with
He's
the program.
still involved. We got yelled at today quite a few times. It's okay. We did better than Phil. That's all that counts.
You did, dude. I don't even know. Phil, it was not good. Shoulder, head. Phil had problems.
Not happy.
Are you just happy to be back racing? Just to be back on a darn gate?
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since I've lined up.
Yeah.
Since I've raced the Nationals in 2019 on Cycle Trainer, so
yeah,
it's been a while and I'm enjoying all of it.
Okay. All right. You get
I'm on the show. Keep it going.
Thanks, Jacob Hayes. I'm glad to see you back. It's one of the good guys out there. So he and Jeff Walker are putting a plan together as a team, a pseudo team. What's up? People are really stoked when I get privateers on the show, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
How was it today, Freddie?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good?
It was a good day for me. I went 15, 14 for 15.
That is really good, actually. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Against this field.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, it is. I want to beat him, but it's gnarly.
And you didn't have to change your own tire at any point during a moto this time. That's hashtag privateer. You got to be proud of that. Be proud of that. Embarrassed. Yes, he had some wheel problems at the last race. I think that's it. I had a plan down here at this end of the pits, but I don't know where to go. Shocker, looking good. It's Cody Shock, shocking the field again. Even had a good start in the second moto. I was talking about 250s before I was rudely interrupted by the returning Jacob Hayes. We knew that it would be those three guys and a couple others in the mix. As soon as you take Jeremy Martin potentially out of this mix, he's got some sort of injury. Luckily, he's got a weekend off. You know he's tough. You know he's gonna try if possible. But if you take Jeremy Martin out of the mix, if he can cut back, he's only 18 points down, he's fine. But if he cannot, I think it narrows down quite a bit, quite quickly. So it's kind of like we saw. I don't want to make grand conclusions in the 450 class, but in the 250s, I think what we're seeing is a little more solid. What's up, LB? How are you? Hey, look at Dylan Schwartz putting a Suzuki RMZ 250, showing people what's up.
In the top 10.
In the top 10.
Unbelievable.
That was good.
Yeah.
And I did see his bike being started like at the last possible second in one of the motos.
It's just safer that way.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. Don't tell me that was a plan.
It was
Oh, great. Okay.
a good plan.
Yes.
Good plan.
Is this the first time you're racing all outdoors? First time your team has done this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what
we
is
did a
that
couple
process like?
Last year we did
right.
the Rettas, we did this race, and we did the Polo race.
Right. So what's this? Is it a big change to do all of them? Is it a lot gnarlier?
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. I mean, it's not. I mean, I know how to do it. And the riders are learning. They're all rookies, so so that's a little bit of a tough thing. But I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's just a lot of work. I mean, racing motorcycles is a lot of work, especially when you go week in and week out.
Yeah.
It gets to be
We'll some breaks in for you this year.
Yeah.
But by September, you'll be like, come on.
We're going to be burning.
Yeah, you're going to be burning. But what's cool about your team, you have some serious talent.
Yeah.
Like between Schwartz, and we all know what Derek Drake is capable of.
Yeah.
So that's encouraging. Like if you get all the pieces right, this could be good.
Yeah, and everyone's kind of forgot about Suzuki, so it's kind of good to put them up in a better position and stuff. And the bike's good. I mean, it's you know, it needs some work, and we're trying to like update it and try to make it better, and we'll see what happens. And it's not an overnight project. It's definitely be a year-long project.
But you see incline, you see gains coming.
I mean, this weekend was better than last weekend, and hopefully the following will be better than this. So
there we go.
Yeah.
Good to see you back. Larry Brooks back on the scene. Yes. All right, and Suzuki on the scene as well. All right, that's gonna wrap it for the Weege show. I thought I had another plan over here in the pit area, but I couldn't make it happen. We'll be back, High Point. I hope this show even sounds good. The wind noise is terrible, I'm sorry. And the 250 class, Jet Lawrence didn't win the overall, but he won a straight up battle over Justin Cooper. That is big, a nice bounce back from Moto 1 where he got 4th. And Cooper wins at this track 2 years in a row. And Jeremy Martin, the whole Martin family's got to be bummed because Alex went down with a broken arm in practice. Hunter Lawrence was good. Hunter Lawrence is on the podium, so you can't count him out quite yet. But the nuttiness, the craziness that you normally get, the up and down results in the 250s, we haven't seen that from Cooper and the Jet so far. 450s a little more variance. I'm not ready to lock in any picks there. 250s, I don't know. Is it Jet Lawrence's world we're all living in it? Still asking that question. No one has been able to prove that it's not yet. That's our show.